Last night, Bluey died. I went outside to check on him, and this morning he was gone. I mean, like gone, like he wasn't there. So of course I assumed he was dead. Fish can't fly. Herons can fly. They can fly away with your fish. I read that in a book about pond life and their predators. You rarely see them do the deed, but you can see these huge shadows flying away, way up, so you just know that they're the ones. The opportunists, plotting to attack your vulnerable little pond bent on committing coy obliteration. Herons are these pterodactyl-like creatures with very long necks, huge wingspans, and sharp spear-like beaks. Did you know that herons not only eat large fish, but they can swallow large birds and even rodent-like gophers whole, without chewing? I hope Bluey gave his aerial assassin a hard time by wriggling around in his damn throat. I hope he made him choke on the way down. I used to like birds. Bluey was the first fish in my pond. Over time, I added 4 others to keep him company. Believe me, I tried everything to protect him from other predators. Netting, ugly heron decoys, lots of plants for cover. But nothing was foolproof. This year has been a disaster. 2 were caught in the stupid net. 2 others died of natural causes. I don't know what that would do for a fish. Could have been parasites or maybe a virus. Bluey was the sweetest of them all. I know it sounds crazy to be so attached to a fish, but I remember what the pond guy told me when I first decided to put a koi pond in my backyard. It was 4 years ago. The guy was going on and on about how people love their koi ponds and how it will bring me joy and change my outlook, my life, blah 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 blah. I remember making some offhanded remark like, "How could anyone get attached to something as stupid as a fish?" He said, "Mister, give it some time, and when you've named them, oh yes, you'll give them all names. And once you do that, you'll have a change of heart." Well, right after that sermon, I swore up and down that I would never, ever name them. Of all the crazy things. Bluey was a slow learner. Okay, it was not the brightest fish in the pond. He could never find his food. He would eyeball the pellets, circle around and around, submerge and then slowly resurface, zero in and go for it. But despite his aquatic aerobics, he would open up his big mouth, aim for the food target, and bam, totally miss. Every last pellet. Now, as a new fish owner and observer, I became dismayed at Bluey's lack of koi coordination. I thought maybe he was suffering some kind of fish-eye degeneration. Whatever the cause of his challenges, he did seem to like all the attention I was giving him. I would put my hand in the water and splash it around before I threw the pellets. Crazy me, I thought I could signal him with water wave vibrations. It worked. I got his attention. I splashed my hand, dropped the pellets, and he scarfed down the food. Every time. And that's when I named him Bluey. He had one beautiful blue fin. Oh, Bluey. He eventually learned how to take pellets and other treats right from my hand, a skill that none of the other koi were able to master. Of course, as I got to know each fish, each with their own unique behavior patterns, I named them all, related to them all, just like the pond guy said. Bastard. You see, once you name them, it becomes personal. They're no longer just fish. They have personalities, all different, some quirky, some predictable, some shy, some downright aggressive. But you can always find something to relate to. Bluey and the gang taught me how to persevere. No matter their differences, their abilities, they were able to coexist. They not only survived, but they thrived, together. Through 4 icy winters, 4 sun-baked summers, but this year was different. In the pond, and in the world. I lost many friends, and those that have remained keeping their distance, just trying to survive. But I'm optimistic. Next year, maybe in the spring, I'll stock up the pond with new life. I'll get to know each and every one of the pond dwellers. And maybe, just maybe, by the fall old friends will come back round again. and I look forward to making new acquaintances. With the more diverse, the better. And I can't wait to learn all their names.